Did you know that majority of the people who love and enjoy my content are not subscribers? By subscribing, it ensures that you never miss any more live streams, tips, or hot topics. Plus, the support that you give, it allows me to continue to keep giving you the content that you love. So if you gain any value here, be sure to subscribe right now. And let's get back to the video.
You're so crazy.
Yo, what is good? And welcome to one of the dopest shows out on YouTube right now, where we talk about everything under the sun as long as it gets back to the money. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. So we got some dope topics for y'all today, but before we get there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to go to the link in the description as well as pinned in the chats. So y'all already know how I like to do it. I like to get right into it because I don't like wasting y'all time and I don't like wasting my time. So y'all know we had a special guest today, and she was featured on the Pop the Balloon show as well. And you know, she had some pretty decent moments on there as well. And so therefore we want to bring her in so that we can get her story and see what the Pop the Balloon is actually about. So without further ado, let's bring up Tete Renee. Yo, what's good with you?
Hi.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Can't complain. I dig it. I dig it. So
Yeah.
y'all already know I like to go ahead and dive right into it. You know, I don't like wasting people's time, right? So I gotta ask you first and foremost, how did you get on the Pop the Balloon show? What inspired you to get onto that show?
I actually was invited on by a friend.
I think you're breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me? Oh, I think we lost some connection right there. Still there? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, can you hear me? TT, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, so what were you saying now?
I was saying that I was brought on by a friend. She invited me. It was one of the other girls that was on the show, Shelly.
Okay.
So yeah, she invited me.
Okay. So then was it something that you just kind of, did you already hear about it before? Was that your first time hearing about it when she brought you on?
No, I've watched a few of the shows before she even mentioned it to me.
Okay.
I never thought that I would like have the nerve to actually go on it. So it was kind of scary when she actually like brought it up to me.
So after you got so once you were able to figure out, you know, that you were going to go on, what was your first initial impression about the Pop the Balloon show before you even got on the show? Like, what was your initial thought about it?
I knew it was a dating show.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much like the perspective I got from it. It's just like a dating show where people come to like match and see where they go from there.
Were you actually hoping and expecting to have somebody on to actually, you know, connect with somebody on there, or was it just one of those things like, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity and, you know, might be a little, let's just call it a little clout maybe, or no?
No, it wasn't for clout in my case. I actually don't even like that type of attention.
Yeah.
But I didn't really expect or know what to expect. I just went on there and then I was like, if I match with somebody, great. If not, then it was a good experience anyway.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, and then we're gonna get into a couple of clips that you were on. All right. So
Okay.
the first initial guy, do you remember him?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what was your initial thought about him and just him walking on first impression? You see him like, all right, what was that?
Um, he was attractive, but he wasn't my type.
Okay.
Like he wasn't someone I would go for, but he was a good looking guy.
Okay. That's fair. All right. So just so everybody can get the context and everything, I'm gonna bring up the show just so that way they can get the context and see exactly you in real time and seeing you on the Pop the Balloon show. So don't think we out here just talking just to be talking, right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on, give me a second. All right, here we go.
Somebody who
But hold up though, that look like y'all look like y'all friends. Are y'all
We are
friends?
friends. Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
I figured that. I knew there was some chemistry going on now. I said, nah, ain't no way they act like they're best friends over there.
they laugh with, have
Okay.
fun with.
Okay.
Those are a few.
Cool. All right. So we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Let's start over here. If we can start with your name and age.
I'm Tiana. I'm 23.
And Tiana, what do you do?
I am a nurse extern. So I'll be graduating on December 12th to be an RN.
Congratulations. All right. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
He said a deal breaker for him was multiple children with multiple fathers, and I have two with two. Yeah.
All right. Now, prior to him saying that, you did have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
He's handsome. He has his stuff together. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Yeah.
So obviously, you said that multiple kids, multiple baby
Yeah.
daddies is a deal breaker, but is she physically someone your type?
She is. For sure. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go on over here. Your name and age.
All right,
I'm Jordan. I'm 28.
Jordan, what do you do?
Up a little
I'm a
bit
registered nurse.
to another version.
Look at these nurses. Okay. All right. So why did you end up popping your balloon? All right. And
Up to the-
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. I am the league's greatest rebounder.
and she did end up hopping over here. Why we end up popping our balloon?
I think you have a good head on your shoulders. You have a good business going for yourself, good career. You're handsome. I just don't think that you're I don't think we would align great. You know?
In like what ways?
So I'm not very attracted to you initially, but you are very handsome. I feel like
Man.
maybe with time I could become I could grow feelings for you, but just not right now.
Oh, so same thing here. Is she someone you'd approach if you saw her out?
Is she cool? I approach her. Young man, for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely probably give you I would probably talk to you, get to know you more, but I feel like we don't have enough to go off of right now. Yeah. But you definitely are a well put together man. You're handsome. You are going in the right path in life. So I applaud you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. That's what's up. So I want to ask, how is it seeing yourself again on the show and just watching yourself from the outside?
Not gonna lie, it's kind of embarrassing. I didn't even I don't even watching the show, or when people will put it on and I'm in the room, I'll leave. I'm I don't want to see this again. Because I'm not gonna lie, we were really lit because they had us we were drinking backstage. They had us provided us with drinks. So a lot of the time I was talking in circles on some of those clips, and then I
Yeah.
rewatch it. I'm like, oh my god, I sound so slow.
So
Like,
okay, all right, that makes sense. So I know a lot of questions that a lot of people want to know is what is it that goes on? Now, of course, without giving too much, not exposing everybody, but
Mhm.
is Pop the Balloon what it actually seems?
So yeah, I would say for the most part, yeah. Well, when we first he wants us to be very blunt.
Okay.
So the main thing he says, he does want us to come there and actually look for love. He doesn't want us to be wasting anybody's time. So
Okay.
like he does get upset if you don't match, but he also like wants you to be very blunt. He doesn't like when people like say the typical, "Oh, I'm not physically attracted to you," because like a lot of people say that. So he tells us like just be very blunt, like point things out, say what you don't like about this person.
Mhm.
It's very hard for me to do that because I'm not trying to be mean or like not trying to like point out someone's flaws or what I might not like on them that might make them feel bad. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like trying to beat around the bush or like find stuff to say. And that's
Yeah.
kind of where I messed up at, because I'm sitting here trying to think of something to say and I'm just talking in circles. But I just didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be that person. And
Mhm.
you know, you're under a lot of pressure, so you know you're probably gonna receive like backlash. So you're not trying to receive backlash for being like mean, but
Right.
that's like inevitable. You still get the backlash anyway. So
Okay. That's fair. Were you so I had another person who was on Pop the Balloon show before it. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Rizoma girl.
I don't think so.
Well, she was one of the ones who went viral off of one of the clips. I think she was on one of the early episodes, and she went viral for going off on the dude, just literally tearing him down, basically. And so, and that's one of the questions that I kind of look at when I see other women go on, and that's the kind of question I wanted to know is like, okay, do y'all actually want to go at these people like that, or is it something that the host and the actual show, the people who produce the show, is that what they want for the virality and stuff like that? So you pretty much answered that question for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like that wasn't my I definitely didn't want to like I'm a sweet person in real life, so I didn't want to like say anything to hurt nobody's feelings. But like he literally tells us like be blunt, like, you know, say what it is that he wants us to be specific as to what we don't like
Right.
about that person. He's like, don't get on here and like, you know, be vague. And I'm like, hmm.
That was a challenge in itself. But hey,
Yeah.
you look like you did. You look like you held your own though. Look like you weren't that nervous though. I see y'all laughing a little bit, but I know pretty just laughing the nerves off. I get that.
Yeah. And the alcohol involved kind of helped with
Of
that.
course. Loosen you up a little bit.
Yeah. A little too much.
So was there anybody so outside, you pop the balloon, right? They pop your balloon, whatever, vice versa. Was there any guys that tried to holler at you after? That maybe you popped their balloon or they popped yours or whatever?
I wouldn't say like holler at me, but one of them did DM me and they told me that they popped on me because I look like their baby mom. And they said something different on the show.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I still, to me, maybe I'm tripping, but I never understood that rhetoric. Just when people say that you remind me of an uncle or an auntie. I'm like, I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not them. So like, it is what it is. But no, I feel that. I feel that. So I want to go ahead and pivot real quick. Because I know you probably get tired of talking about the pop of the balloon too, and I know a lot of people do, but people got to hear it.
Yeah.
But so what do you? So ever since going on Pop the Balloon, how has that, or has it changed your life in any way since going on to the show?
I wouldn't say it really changed my life, but like I do like going out in public, a lot of people come up to me like, "Oh, aren't you from the show?" Like one time, I was at the gym and these two guys like came up to me and Jordan, the other one that was on the show with
Hmm.
me, and
Hmm.
they like had the clip pulled up and they were like, "Isn't this you guys?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And then another time, even at the post office, I went to like pick up my mail, and
Yeah.
the worker, he had the clip pulled up. He's like, "This is you, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And I'm like laughing. I'm like, "Oh, this is so awkward. I just want to pick my mail up. I'm looking rough." Like,
Dang.
yeah.
So the first two guys, I'm pretty sure they had already scoped you guys out, so they were just waiting for the opportunity to come ask you. If they already had the clip pulled up, it's like, yeah, they've been sitting there
Yeah.
waiting.
They were sitting like, is this them?" Yeah,
Yeah.
so that happens often. And then like of course we got a lot of backlash after the show. Like it was like a lot of people following me,
Mhm.
commenting on pictures. I had to block a lot of people off of my stuff. I still
Yeah.
get like DMs, like it calmed down way more, but I still
Yeah.
get DMs about it and stuff now. But yeah, it just shed a lot of light on my social media
Of
and
course.
even me just in public. Yeah.
Okay. That's of course, of course. Have any more guys try to actually shoot their shot at you since then, as well?
Yeah, yeah, plenty. A lot of people like try DM me and it goes to my hidden. So like I don't really open a lot of my messages
Yeah.
that are in my hidden, but I might like go through and check them. But yeah,
Okay.
I get a lot of those still.
All right. So I want to ask though, because you didn't align with a lot of the guys on there. What is your type? What type of guy do you look for if you are looking for a guy, or if he just so happen to just pop up and you walk past him and you meet him?
Um, like physically, I don't have like a super like preference when it comes to like
Mhm.
physical. But I do prefer like caramel to light skin
Oh,
guys. No
okay.
offense to any dark skin males, they're beautiful, but just not my preference. So like when you
Yeah.
said the first guy, he was dark skinned, so he wouldn't be someone that I would go for like regularly. But
Okay.
when it comes to looks, like I'm not big on that. That's why I said with one of the guys, like if we were to get to know each other more, we might have some chemistry and might be able to go forward. Like if I like match with someone mentally,
Mhm.
then the looks I can look past that. Cause I can start to like someone without even like being initially attracted to them.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
more of a like vibes person. So like if we click and we have a lot of chemistry, like I can easily like someone.
Okay. I got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
you also mentioned in the show as well that you were studying to be an RN. So you've become an RN already, right?
Yeah, I graduated in December and I passed my test January.
Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I haven't started
Congratulations.
working yet in
Okay.
the field, but yeah, I'm just waiting. I to have like another month or so to start at
Okay.
this hospital. It's called
Also,
Banner.
you're gonna be working out here in Arizona, or are you gonna be like a traveling nurse and all that?
No, I'm gonna work out here. I had an offer for Banner Estrella, so I'm hoping to still go there. I'm still
Like,
looking around because I know there's a lot of like things you can do in nursing, a lot of hospitals out there with good things to offer. So I'm still kind of looking around, but that's where I have my eye on right now.
yeah, yeah. Speak on it. Speak on it. With the fam says congratulations on your
Oh,
on your
thank you.
graduation.
Thank you.
No, that's cool. That's what's up. So, are there any other ventures? So, any brands or any type of companies try to reach out to you since being on the show? Anything like that?
No, no,
No.
nothing I can think of or nothing that I've seen. I'm always body piercing. That's something I always have on the side.
Mhm.
Haven't really done it that much because people don't really reach out about it, but I
Okay.
always can do that. Been doing
Hey,
that since I was like 18. So
you ever thought about promoting it a little bit more since you've gained a little bit more following?
Uh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I kind of want to get like my setup back up because I took it down like after a while. I was in one of my rooms and I was working in a shop before, but
Yeah.
it was just like no point in paying booth rent. I wasn't getting that much clientele. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have thought about like just promoting it a little bit more now, especially now that I'm out of school because I was taking up the majority of my time. So now I
Right.
have way more free time on my hands. So I might start. I just said today like I might get back into promoting that a little bit more.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, so I guess with that, I'm trying to figure out how I want to gauge this question. That sounded crazy. So, if there was anything that you could ask you that you can tell yourself, what would it be? The younger version of you. What would it be if you can the you right now versus the younger version of you? What would you tell yourself?
I would definitely say plan your life ahead of time. That is something that I did do as when I was younger. I started like really like planning out my goals. Um, at the age of like 9, like I already knew that I wanted to work in healthcare since I was like a young child, but I didn't really have anybody to like really guide me on like when it comes to career. They don't really teach that like in the school that I was going to. I was in public schools, so they don't really like teach that and teach about like credit and things. So I kind of like mapped out like what I wanted to do. Like I knew I wanted to go to college. I knew I wanted to be in a university like from jump. I thought I wanted to be a doctor at first. So that's what I was kind of planning for. But
Yeah,
then like when I learned more about like what doctors do and what nurses do, I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. And I decided that my freshman year of college, I actually had to switch over my major when I decided that. So I would just say like plan at like 16, if you could get a job, like start working and start saving, because I was saving at that age. And then like you can do what you want. By the time you become an adult, you'll already have like a head start. And ask for advice like from your adults around you, your elders. Ask for advice if you ever are confused about anything, and it'll never hurt to ask, because you don't want to just be feeling lost and like you don't know where to go in life, because a lot of people get that at that age.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. I like that. So the same question, but yourself today, if you could make a video for yourself in 10 years from now, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, that's a tough one. 10 years from now.
Based on the dreams and goals that and aspirations that you have and where you plan to be, all of that.
Well, I know in 10 years from now, I don't know if I can really give myself advice, because I've been then already done everything. But I definitely would say I want to be like a homeowner by then. I want to own my own home, and of course have some type of further education, because I don't just want to stop at being a registered nurse. I'm very interested at being a CRNA, which is they do the anesthesia, and it's one of the highest paid nurses. They do like epidurals and things like that. And if you're in surgery, they do your anesthesia. For those who don't know what a CRNA is, that's something that interests me. So I want to get a master's degree in nursing, and eventually a doctorate, because they require a doctorate for that now. A lot of people who are registered nurses, they want to do nurse practitioner, but I'm not really interested in that. It's too much of like a doctor for me, because they just prescribe and diagnose and things like that. So I don't really want to, I'm not into like that aspect of nursing. But yeah, I'm very interested in CRNA, and even like opening up like some businesses on the side that have to do with nursing, like med spas, or like one of those travel like IV
Okay.
businesses. So I definitely like, I want to get into real estate and some more like nursing businesses on the side. I'm definitely planning for. This is
Okay.
just like a stepping stone for me.
Well, see, there you go then. See, that's something that you could have told your future self. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stay on the path that you're on, and learn the different things that you need to learn in order to get to where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
But
Don't give up, and don't take too long off.
Yeah,
Discouraged.
exactly.
Yeah.
And just keep grinding. Hey, that's dope. That's dope. But I'm glad everything has worked out for you. You know, you did see some success out after joining the Pop the Balloon show. And congratulations on being a registered nurse and in all your future endeavors, because I mean, you already got the good head on your shoulders and you're already moving towards that.
Thank you so much. Oh, another thing that I did forget, when you said, has anybody reached out to me for like promotion or business ventures? There is someone that I'm working with. He does like jewelry. He's a jeweler. So if anyone likes to get like jewelry, his name is Style by Guap on Instagram. He's making me a piece right now to promote for him. So
Well, absolutely. Well, send that link to me through the Instagram, so that way I can also pin it inside the description as well. So for anybody else who may want to go check him out as well, hey, he might need to come have a conversation with me, because you know what I'm saying, I like jewelry too, as you can see.
yeah, yep, there you go, right there.
That's
You
a
will look at
fact.
that.
Well, listen, this has been fun. I appreciate you for taking the time to kick it with me and tell me about your story and your experience on Pop the Balloon. And I hope everything goes well. And of course, we will talk soon. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
Appreciate it. No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
Mhm. Hey, shout out to Tete. Hey, Tete, do you love me? Are you crying? Nah, that was dope, man. That was dope. Shout out to Tete Renee. I'll be pinning her links all in the description as well. Go check her Instagram out if you want to go back and just kind of do a recap on the Pop the Balloon show and what we were talking about. That episode is episode 35 of Pop the Balloon. So go check her out. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. So you already know I want to move over and pivot over to what's been going on with good old boy Shannon Sharpe. Apparently, Buddy got a lawsuit on him, dog. Let's hear what he got to say about it. Oh, let's tab over. Give me a second, my good people. Give me a second. Give me a second. There we go.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets Black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
$50 million? Why do you think you kidnapped Chelsea Clinton? Dog, what? Yeah, this is 1000% a shakedown. And mind you, here's the thing. The reason it's a shakedown, for some people who don't know, allegedly, Shannon Sharpe was about to sign a $100 million deal. $100 million deal, fam. So they saw dollar signs right out the gate. But here's the thing, it wasn't gonna stick anyway, because old buddy, the lawyer who was trying to go against Jay-Z, he lost all credibility when he tried to go at Jay-Z. And the fact, that's what I'm saying, that's a huge bag. You understand me? A huge bag. But bad timing. And again, as he just mentioned, that was a 10-minute video, and they only put out 30 seconds of a video, and you're gonna try to get money out of them. It's definitely a shakedown, because what they're expecting him to do is they're gonna take this money. Well, they're gonna do this little shakedown, and they're gonna put this lawsuit out just so they can get some money back on the situation. That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me, Jay? You feel me, Jay Ben? It ain't getting none of that. It ain't even worth that much. It's not even worth that much. I guess them OnlyFans ain't really hitting on shit, huh? I guess you ain't really getting paid from that OnlyFans, huh? Now you got to go over here and try to make up some bullshit in order to try to get some money out of somebody, dog. And it kind of brings me to a point. Not only do a lot of men gotta pay attention, especially the bigger your bag get, the more cautious you gotta be. Now, this ain't got shit to do with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, he just got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, because it can happen to anybody. It can. You saw what happened to Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't even have shit to do with this old chick, and she come out the fucking woodwork, and I think she was on the spectrum. Up there talking, got crayons on the wall and shit. She was on the spectrum, 1000%. And then you got this little chick here. She trying to make a quick little come up because she heard about the $100 million. Well, shit, girl, what I'm finna do, I'm finna put out this little video. I'm finna put it out there to the whole world. Everybody's gonna come after him, and all he's gonna want to do is get rid of the situation. So he gonna pay me a little money. I'ma say 50,000, but then he probably gonna give me a quick little 1 million, 2 million, then just to keep me quiet, and I'm good on that, girl. But when you know you ain't did wrong, you gonna fight that bitch, because that's defamation of character. You coming at me as a person. Now all of a sudden you putting smut on my motherfucking name. Absolutely not. And this man then built up his platform that went from a Hall of Famer NFL player to one of the top guys, top content creators and podcasters, and y'all finna try to come after his bag, bro. For all that shit he worked for, you think he a country boy? You think he finna let that shit slide? Man, hell nah. And I saw another video. Shout out to Anton Daniels though, bro. But I was watching one of their videos, one of their clips, and one of the girls tried to make it a point that he said, what did he say? No, she said that he is controlling. He's a controlling individual because he don't like girls to fart around him. Why is that an issue? Some men don't like that. It is what it is. Some men don't care. Some men just don't like that. That don't make a man necessarily controlling, does it? If you don't want to see your girl fart around you, nigga, it is what it is. That don't make him controlling. That's just his preference. He don't like that shit. Just as I'm pretty sure there are some women who got preferences in other things. Like, I don't want to see my man doing X, Y, and Z. I don't want to see my man doing this. Just a preference. But you try to use that as an excuse as to why this man should be held accountable. And mind you, there are still some people who are going to hold Shannon Sharpe accountable. And these are the same individuals who will tell people to stop victim blaming. The same exact individuals who would tell people to stop victim blaming. They're victim blaming Shannon Sharpe, saying, well, Shannon Sharpe, he got to be more careful. You 50-something years old. You should know better. You got money like that. You should know there are people out here like that. Seriously, bro. You got guys that ain't even on that type of level yet, and they still get knocked off. They still find themselves in fucked up situations. You had college students. What was that situation? I think it was the cats from Duke when the girl completely lied on them. Fucked up their scholarship, fucked up any chance of them going pro. Any and every situation can fucked up their complete entire lives. All over a lie. What really needs to happen is when these motherfuckers get caught up from lying, they need to be held responsible. I'm talking about they need to be judged to the furthest extent of the law. Whatever it was that they were going to give them, the person who was accused, they need to give the person who lied the same amount of time. Put their ass under the jail. All because you're trying to make a quick come up. Nigga, that's a scam. That's a scam in itself. You scamming out here in these streets. Y'all broke hoes out here scamming. And y'all need to cut that shit out. At the end of the day, you still can't move without a man. From the looks of it, you still can't move. You still find a way to try to come up off a man, whether you scamming on him or whether you actually being a legit woman and you becoming the beneficiary of that man's success. Jay Ben said Duke lied. That girl from Pop the Balloon lied on a baseball player. Bruh, that's a fact. I forgot all about Shorty. Hell yeah, I remember her. Yup. Because it was a pro athlete that she was out here scamming. And now her ass in jail. I actually did a video on that. It was like one of my first actual, I think like my first, second, third, fourth video that I did on that. That's when, you know, the content was still trash. Like that's when the content was a little trasher back then. But I did a video on that. And yeah, I remember her. Oh my God. And they want men to believe all women. Jason, speak on it with the fam says facts. You crazy. Y'all must be crazy here. That's why I'm saying I'm not finna believe everything just because it come out of a woman's mouth, bro. I'm not. Because a lot of them be lying. They be lying for no fucking reason. And you expect me to believe it? Boy, you got another thing coming, boy. You got another motherfucking thing coming. You can kiss my backside, my left side, my underside, and the top side. Security. Somebody come get them. You feel me? But that's, yeah, bro. But I'm at the end of the day, this shit gonna wither away. Shannon Sharpe ain't gonna pay shit. Old girl, whoever tried to come up off of Shannon Sharpe, she finna take a huge ass L. And she probably gonna go back and try to get somebody else for the same situation. But what needs to happen is that lawyer need to get disbarred. This about he about to take his second L at trying to accuse somebody of some bullshit. And then you won't even play the 10-minute video. Play the whole video, big dog. If you got true evidence that he's out here doing what y'all say he's doing, play the whole video. Don't play 30 seconds just to try to make it fit your argument and fit what you're trying to say about him. Nah, play the full video. Play it. Play it. Play it. That's what we want to see. Just play it. And then let's see how far you get then. It is what it be, right? It is what it be. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. If you want to support the channel, the link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. So I want to go ahead and pivot over to LeBron James and Savannah James. Apparently, Kevin Gates out here, he's trying to stir up some shit. I don't know if Buddy out here trying to remain relevant. I don't know what he's doing, but this is the last thing he need to be worried about right now. So let's see what he got to talk about. Let's see what he got to say about this whole situation.
This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at like couples and people in the league. And then we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I noticed shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh.
Did you know the average person spends 3.5 hours planning out their week on one of these
Hold
things?
up.
These?
Hold up.
Yeah, these are out. It's 2020.
LeBron James has supposedly responded to Kevin Gates criticizing his wife Savannah's courtside energy. The rapper recently hopped online to share his bizarre take on LeBron and Savannah James' relationship.
I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron.
Social media instantly lit up, with most people calling it disrespectful, out of pocket. Savannah has always been low-key and classy. She's not the type to put on a show in the front row. She's been with LeBron since high school. She's not a fan, she's family. Now, LeBron could have gone silent like he usually does when people try to stir up drama. But not this time. He posted a photo of him and Savannah looking like royalty, and the caption, "Kings don't concern themselves with the opinion of peasants." That's not just a flex, that's a message. And let's be real, it felt like a straight shot at Kevin Gates. Was it petty? Maybe. But was it deserved? A lot of people online think so, and so do I. When someone disrespects your wife publicly, especially when she's done nothing, sometimes you gotta remind folks who you are. Bottom line, LeBron handled it with class and a little king-level smoke.
All right. So, I gotta say this. First and foremost, it looked like he lying. It looks like he playing that. It looked like he playing that because what's the psychiatric thing when you look up and right, you trying to formulate a lie, something that is not true, like a fallacy or something like that. But that's one thing. But let me see. Speak on it. What the fam says, bro. I've been saying she act like she's not happy. I agree. Well, I guess I would say I don't think that's the case though, fam. The reason I say, and let me give the context. The reason why I say that is because when you've been together with the person for so long, I'm talking for so long, you're not gonna look at them like that all the time. You're not gonna walk around. You're not gonna always be mesmerized by this individual every day, every time. She got three kids. She got to worry about them. She's at the game. She's on the move. She's doing this. She's being a mother. She's been a wife. She's been all of these different things. And the way that, and she's been with LeBron since the teenage years. But then you got all these other white women, and I think the comparison is bad because you have a lot of people who mesmerize at something that they don't have. They mesmerize at the thing that they don't have. When it looks like things are greener on the other side, you mesmerize at it. You look at it like, damn, like that look like it's legit over there. I want a piece of that. So you're gonna mesmerize off of it. And so I don't think that's the case with Savannah. I think she does love, admire, and respect him. I think she looks at him like as, you know, that aura figure, but she's around him 24. She's around him all the time. She's around him more than the other, you know, the other white women are. You feel me? And so I think the case with that is, I guess I could put it as the reason a lot of these white women look at LeBron James like that is because they wish that they could have him. And the reason Savannah James supposedly don't look happy is because, I mean, she's around them all the time. So that's how I'm looking at the situation. I mean, because let's keep it a bean though. Let's keep it a bean. Let me go back. Let me go back. Here, where's the photo at? Let's go back to the photo. Let's go back to the photo.
A little king level smoke. LeBron James has supposed.
Oh, that ain't it. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Where is it at? Right here. Look how she looking at him. Y'all don't think she happy? Y'all don't think that's happiness? The way she looking up at him. I mean, she got chinky eyes, by the way, so she must got some Asian down somewhere in her family somewhere, because them eyes chinky as hell, them whole look closed. But but look at how she looking at him though. Y'all don't think just by looking at that alone, that's how a lot of women look at LeBron James. That's how a lot of the white women looking at him. She don't look happy. What does that say? Jay, speak on it. What the fam says. No. He says nope. Well, y'all tell me what y'all think then. Tell me what y'all honest opinion is in the comments though. Let me know what it is that y'all think, because from what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing, she looks happy. You know, that's the look of 3 kids. I've been with this man for years, since, you know, this is my high school sweetheart. Been with this man for years. The ups, the downs, the wins, the losses. You know, what could she not be happy with? What could she not be happy with? Now, I will say this. There are a lot of people, even just looking at this situation right here, even just hearing what Kevin Gates said, there's still a lot of people that are trying to put smut on LeBron James's name off of this situation. Greatest player of all time, in my opinion. I think he's number 1, Jordan number 2. Argue with your mama. Great father. Kids look happy. Kids look great. Everybody's thriving in the family. Wife is taken care of. She looks happy. Being the stay-at-home mom and, you know, doing the motherly things, being the wife that she needs to be, not out here in these streets, not like Aisha Curry or Steph Curry's wife, you know, not wanting to be seen. She just in the background doing her thing. She's chilling. She living life. She's a successful wife and mother and just human being overall. And then she just started her own podcast too, which is still sort of like, still ain't out there. It ain't exploded or anything like that. So I don't see a reason for her not to be happy. I don't. And let's see, JBN says that woman is tired in content. She's fine. Hookup culture has the game screwed up. This is how grandmas of yesteryear looked at Paw 300 days out the year. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I agree with that. I agree with that, J Ben. I do. I 1000% agree with that. Because I know for a lot of people who are in relationships, I mean, you can be the greatest father, greatest husband, greatest partner, whatever they want to call it. But you're not gonna look at them the same way all day, every day. You're not gonna be looking up at them mesmerized all day, every day. But there are moments when you are able to sit back and reflect, and it's like, oh shit, like I'm living a great fucking life. I'm living a life that most people could only dream of. But the husband's taking care of him. You know, he ain't in no scandals that we know of. He's at home. And I know I hate to use this all the time. I really do. But again, he's a black man. You know, y'all know the bad rap that black men get, especially when it comes to commitment, family, and kids. Even though that's a whole fucking fallacy. But just to throw it out there so people can understand. And he's a billionaire on top of that, and still able to do what he does. Yeah, I don't see. You can't. Nobody, unless somebody pulls up information, resources that's proven that this man is doing egregious things in the back, behind the scenes, you can't convince me otherwise. And it's not because I'm a LeBron James fan. No, I'm being objective about this entire situation. I'm not being subjective. If something were to come up, it's just like, hey, well, it is what it is. But until I see that, I'm gonna stand on what I said. Nah, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see any issues here. She looked happy. She looked happy. So it is what it be though. It is what it be, bro. It is what it be. So I got a bonus. I got a bonus topic, bro. I got a bonus topic, and it kind of reflects on this too. So I didn't necessarily cue this one up, so I'm gonna go find it. So y'all just gotta fin with me for a minute. This is what I like to call. This is what I like to call that moment of randomness. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see how much better I done got just doing this. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Let's go here with it. Here we go. Hold up. So we still got some more time, so we good. Here we go. So this is more on this situation as well. And this is kind of one of the things I was talking about when it comes to a lot of black women. They love to put smut on men's names. So shout out to Anton Daniels and the Q show.
Because LeBron wasn't even wait. LeBron wasn't married until 2013.
Let me go back a little bit.
I think the real question
Why
is,
do you bring it up, Jess?
But Jess is coming
LeBron
from.
has had a few scandals.
All right, let's get
he's
it.
a great black. He can be a great black.
Horrible people out here.
Yeah, I don't think
People
this particular incident had anything to do with black women.
I don't know
I just
because
think
it's
it's a lot
kind
of
of a triangulation. Yeah, I mean, he's triangulating a black wife with adoring white pick-me women. And he's doing this, like men do this all the time. They just pit one group of women against the other, and black women can be easily triggered. So like people know that if you say something like that, black women are gonna be like triggered. What did you just say? And that gets them a lot of traction. You guys were wondering, okay, just like Anton says, he's trying to get some motion with his numbers or whatever. So it just seems like, okay, black women are a pretty easy target, and we're so predictable because we don't just say, I'm gonna just sit this one out and file my fingernails. Like it'll be a bunch of black women over there telling him off. We should stop. All of this baiting just needs to stop. But also, is it the?
I think Kevin Gates wants Savannah spot. But also, I also feel like that statement was said because it's not a secret that LeBron has been known to like his snow bunnies. So I also think that
it's just a rumor.
Here we go.
I
think it's a clean. I think it's just a clear.
Here we go.
I don't think we want to go into that. Mike. So I'm a mute.
Every time somebody becomes great.
Wait, what are you saying?
You know what's funny?
It's always.
Why you say that again?
No. You just went against the very.
You know something that I've learned since watching a lot of his content. This chick right here, she's a feminist, bro. She's a full-blown feminist. This girl Jess it's me _ gorgeous. She a feminist, dog. She a full-blown feminist. But she tried to hide it.
Everything that Pink Pill just said, because
exactly
the minute that we start celebrating great family, Black women want to sit there and then they make themselves a target again by talking shit about a great Black man. I don't understand it.
So he's a great Black. He can be a great Black.
Absolutely, he's a great Black man.
Does cheating make a man not great?
You know somebody he cheated with?
I'm a mute.
No, I'm asking. Do you?
Yeah, who he cheated with?
We can talk offline.
I'm just asking.
How you gonna try to slight something, put smut on somebody's name when you ain't even bringing up, and then you gonna say, I'm gonna put myself on mute? How you gonna try to throw some shit in there, try to stir the pot a little bit, and then say, you know what? When somebody checks you on it or wants you to bring up the source, or it's like, what do you mean? Have you seen it happen before? Oh, I'm gonna put myself on mute. What they do that at? What they do that at? She must ain't got no evidence. She must ain't got no true resources to go to back her statement, that egregious ass claim that she just made. I said it earlier. Unless there's resources, unless there's something that can be proven, I'm not gonna believe it just based off of your word. Motherfuckers will say anything to put smut on your name. So absolutely not.
Asking. When did it ever come out? I'm trying to figure out what scandal has ever come out.
And make sure y'all liking and sharing the live too, man.
Point did he break up his family?
As I am.
What children did he have out of wedlock?
No. If you're from Cleveland like I am, you know, if you know, you know. And
I don't know. So
I'm
going by is what I know.
LeBron has not cheated. And it has been known that he likes snow bunnies too.
Because so wait a minute. Is it some sort of proof? Because I'm sure it would have came out by now.
Why would you need proof?
Money
what do you mean? Why do you need proof?
Look at this goofball down here. Security. Somebody come get him. What'd she say?
All I'm going by is what I know.
LeBron has not cheated. And it has been known that he likes snow bunnies too.
Because, so wait a minute. Is it some sort of proof? Because I'm sure it would have came out by now.
Why would you need proof?
Money
what do you mean?
Why would you need proof? Security. Somebody come get him.
The same reason why anybody can say anything about anybody.
I can't say if that happened or not.
Nope. We playing a game of telephone. And unless somebody can actually justify or substantiate this, I don't believe it. Nobody is ever going to convince me that he has ever done anything against her unless you actually have proof otherwise. I don't go by what he said, she said. I don't go by word of mouth. I don't do none of that shit. I go by the results. His kids is dope. His family is dope.
You know what I done, what I can't stand? It's a pet peeve of mine. Don't bring up shit if you're not ready to talk about it. Don't bring up shit if you don't got the proof for it. Don't bring up shit just to try to stir the pot. And that's exactly what she just did. Well, what about, so if LeBron James been cheating, okay, so where's the proof? Where's the resources? I'm gonna be quiet. Nah, don't be quiet now. You decided to put all that information out there. So show me the resources, show me the proof. When did this happen? How did it happen? How come we ain't heard about it? Because This nigga stay in the limelight. So I'm pretty sure if there was a scandal, everybody and their mama would have heard about it. Everybody would have heard about the shit. So again, where's the proof? Why you just saying shit and then all of a sudden you want to get quiet when somebody check you on that shit? See what I mean, bro? This shit crazy.
Empire is great. It looked like they in love with each other and they holding each other down, and everything looked like it's going swimmingly. I can't go by all of that other shit.
Anti makes a good point that they haven't been in a scandal, but Jess is coming
LeBron
from.
has had a few scandals.
Oh, it has been scandal. So I'm thinking that
Rest in peace.
They have not been on a super major scale, but he has had a few scandals.
Who, LeBron?
Where?
Yes.
When?
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
And yet she will not give us evidence or proof. She just keeps saying the same shit.
No. Which one? Tell me, name one.
But if you have a computer or a laptop, you could definitely type.
I don't go based off of rumors. Just tell me right now. I'm not gonna look nothing up.
This ain't
No. You brought it up, so I want to know. What scandal?
LeBron has cheated. And I'm
with who? What's her name?
That up. You gotta stand on that. You gotta stand on that.
I would hope that's not true.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can I ask a question?
Sure,
So you saying that he has cheated? What is that? What about that? Like, what does that mean?
So I guess my question now is, when we talk about men being great, optically, can a man still be considered?
She did that
great?
on purpose, so she didn't have to answer.
No, this is not the platform that I.
No, she's answering.
Well, y'all, we got to
answer.
Go ahead.
This is just not the platform I would prefer to answer it on. But if we want to talk offline, we could do that. But what I'm saying is, this poses a question. I brought this up because we're saying all of these great things, and that's not to say LeBron is not a great man, but can a man be great and still cheat?
What proof do we have that he cheated? What do you mean? I can't listen. I can't
To answer her question, yep, you sure can. You can still be a great man and cheat. Sorry. Yep, I answered it. You still can. You can still be a great man. Michael Jordan is still considered great, and he took some L's in life. Kobe Bryant still considered great. He took some L's in life. So why can't LeBron James be great and take an L in life? Martin Luther King took L's in life, and he's still considered one of the greatest men. Malcolm X took L's in life. He's still considered a great man. It just not came out recently that they heard that Martin Luther King was cheating. But hey, where's the proof in that shit, right? So again, what are we talking about right now? You trying to diminish and put smut on a man's name all because, oh, he cheated, so therefore he's the worst human being ever in the fucking world. Like, make it make sense to me, dog. Make it make sense.
Something on somebody without proof. Because I personally know that anybody could say anything at any time.
Facts.
I think the real question
Why
is,
do you bring it up, Jess, if you don't want to bring it up on her? You can't.
The only point that I was making is that LeBron, we're painting this picture as if everything is peachy keen with them and that he has never been in a cheating scandal. He has never cheated.
Let me ask you one more question.
But if it's peachy keen to them, then it's peachy keen to them. That don't have nothing to do with us.
But that's
whether he cheated or not.
On this platform right now, what I'm saying is that is not true.
So
you're not gonna.
Okay,
I say they still together, and they more than
I have one more
married than a lot of people.
Hold on. Do you know them personally?
Wait, what's going on right now?
Wait, hold on. That's what I'm saying. Stand on it. Do you know him personally? Stand on it. Stand on it. Don't laugh it off. Don't laugh it off because you know you got caught up in some bullshit. Don't laugh it off. Stand on it.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you know them personally?
Ain't no I plead the fifth. Ain't none of that. Hell no. Speak on what the fan says. Get her ass off the show. Boy, that's a fact. That's a fact. Get her off the show.
Okay. Because it's like you can't. We just had a conversation about not believing all women. Men lie too. So
wait. Hold on. Let's
context clues.
But anonymous baby boy, he looked hot with that turban on and that turtleneck. Boy, that's a egregious combination. Shit.
Yo, what the fuck?
God damn, G.
Wait. Let's approach this differently. So, if you had to like guess, like give me a time frame of a year that you would say that this was happening, what would you say?
When he was cheating.
Yeah.
Like whoever phone that is,
somebody gotta mute their
whoever phone
phone.
that is, you gotta mute it. We hear it.
For sure, definitely when he was playing for the Cavs and before he moved to where did he go after that? Miami.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because LeBron wasn't even wait. LeBron wasn't married until 2013, I believe.
It's but they still been together.
Wait, no, I'm just if you want to be technical, is what I'm saying. LeBron did not get married until let me see this. When did LeBron get married?
Because you know he don't believe in.
And Tom don't believe. If you single, if you're not married.
I looked it up, y'all. You guys, I looked it up.
Okay.
He got married to his high school sweetheart in I think 2013, September 14th, 2013, in San Diego. And they have one kid together.
Okay, so he didn't go to Miami till like 2010 though. So even if we want to hang this mysterious cheating allegation on him, he wasn't even married until 2013. That's just
all right. So let me pose the question to the chat. Chat, do you think cheating is valid when you are not married? Do you think it's considered cheating when you are not married? I want y'all to answer that. Matter of fact, let me pose it in the question right. Let me pose it in the chat right now. Now let me pose like this. Let me see. I just posted it in the chat. Is it considered cheating if you're not married? I want to know y'all thoughts on that.
That's if we want to. No, hold on. That's if we want to be technical. All right.
So the cheat don't count.
First of all, I don't believe that he's cheated. That's number one. But number two, if we want to be technical, he didn't get married until 2013. So we don't know the dynamic of their relationship. We don't know if they was on again, off again. We don't know what the fuck happened. All we doing is assuming based off of what we think happened. My point is that he has never been caught up in a scandal. He has never defamed his family's name. It has never impacted him or his family or his wife, and they look incredibly happy. She has held him down, and she has been the beneficiary.
Speak on it with the fam says cheating is cheating, but at this point, it doesn't matter. She throwing shade. She definitely throwing shade. She definitely throwing shade. I'm talking about talk about salt throwing, boy. She just threw some salt out there. That's the epitome. That right there, what she just did, that's the epitome of throwing a rock and hiding your hand. She goddamn hit. That's exactly what she just did. Now she trying to play. I ain't said nothing. I'ma be quiet. Nah, nigga, speak
of
on
that loyalty. And why would we try to tear that down if that is something that is working?
I'm not tearing it down. We're just saying it's not completely true.
How do you know?
That is tearing it down.
All right, I don't know, and I misspoke, and I believe that.
If that's not trying to tear it down, then what do you call that?
Right. What do you?
This is me just trying to say that what we're perpetuating is not true. That's all.
But if you're not trying, what you're perpetuating is not true. What are you talking about? That's still putting smut or putting a smudge or however you want to look at it. That's still putting smut on somebody's name. If I'm going down the list of things saying this person is this, they're that, they're that, they're this, they're this, they're that, they're the greatest at XYZ 1 2 3 ABC XYZ. But you got to throw a but. You about to throw smut on that name. Oh, but did you hear about this? But did you hear about this? I'm not so sure about that because this happened. Regardless of your intent of doing it, don't matter. you're still throwing smut on their name. So again, no matter how you're looking at the situation, you're throwing salt, you're throwing rocks and hiding your hand, big dog. Come on, long face.
But if you're not trying to tear the image,
baby head,
down, then what do you call
How
that
would
right
you
there?
say that LeBron has cheated tearing his image down?
What's not making it look good?
Yeah.
Well, that's on LeBron for cheating.
Well, I
Not
think
me
he's say something is fact and you don't know if it's facts or not. Then when somebody says the opposite, then you want them to back it up. But if she knows,
all we can go by is the
not
facts. No, all we can go by is the facts.
well, the facts are, I haven't seen any
Can you
scandals.
confirm he has never cheated, Anton?
Do you know what the facts are? The facts is that he is successfully married. He has a strong household. His kids are doing well, and it looks like his daughter is very happy, and his wife is absolutely enjoying her life.
That's what I
Anything
said.
outside of that, I don't really know what the issue is.
You have to say, and he's never cheated because she's saying that he did.
I don't have to say anything. That goes, listen, that goes.
What?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What are you talking about, Dalen? Miss Tender Oni? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You just saying some shit. Some of y'all just be talking just to be talking. You don't know what the fuck you saying. You just hearing shit and then you just blurt out some stupid shit. This is what she said again. I just want y'all to understand that I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. She's just what I tell you.
His kids are doing well, and it looks like his daughter is very happy, and his wife is absolutely enjoying her life. Anything outside of that, I don't really know what the issue is.
You have to say, and he's never cheated because she's saying that he did.
I don't have to say anything.
Exactly. So why do you need to say and he's never cheated? Isn't that, first of all, you can't prove that he did it. I'm not gonna take your word for it. So therefore, under that, he hadn't cheated yet. So that goes without saying. He's a great individual. Can you prove that he cheated? Is there documentation? Is there video footage? Anything? Text message? Receipts? Anything? No? Okay, well, he ain't cheated. So what are you talking about? You think I'm just gonna listen to you? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to say that just because I'm from Cleveland? So there's some shit that happened in Mobile, Alabama. I'm from there, but that don't mean I'm tied to it. That don't mean I'm tied to the information. That don't mean the information that I give is valid. Say, oh, well, shit, man. Hey, I'm from Alabama too, bro. You know what I'm saying? The word around the street was this was happening with X, Y, and Z. It's kind of like the leprechaun situation. Y'all know Mobile, Alabama, right? Y'all know Mobile, Alabama is famous for the whole leprechaun situation. That was a whole situation. That was a whole thing. I never saw it, and I lived in Alabama. I lived in Mobile, Alabama. I never saw that shit, even though I still don't believe it, even if they say it. And exactly, speak on it with the fam. And even if he did, he's still that guy. He's still that guy. He's still a billionaire. His family is still nuclear and is still going strong. His boys are doing well. His son Bryce is getting ready to go to Arizona. Which, damn, that's gonna be dope. I'm gonna have to go to one of his games. I'm gonna have to drive to Tucson. His daughter is doing well. Bronny's got them going strong in the NBA right now. LeBron's still 40 doing his thing. Savannah James out here living her best fucking life. What's the point of saying something negative at this point? What's the point? Because I guarantee every individual I will put my last dollar on this shit. Every chick on that panel, if their man was doing anything remotely close to what LeBron James is doing, I guarantee you they gonna sit their ass there and be the fuck quiet too. They gonna sit back and they gonna enjoy their fucking life. Because why? She got so much shit to worry about in life as it is. She still got a little girl. She's still worried about Bryce making sure he good. She's still showing up to all his games and showing up to the NBA games and going to see Bronny play. Still doing her motherly things, and she got her little podcast going on. She ain't got time to be worried about what the fuck Bron James got going on, dog. She ain't got time for that. And I'm pretty sure she got other ventures and everything going on as well with her own personal life. So she ain't got time to worry about that. That's not on the forefront of her mind. Like, well, shit, my man must be cheating. I know he's a great athlete, but I know he out there cheating somewhere. That's for motherfuckers who ain't got shit else going on with their life. That's for people who just ain't got shit else going on. They ain't got no ambitions. They just sitting at the fucking house and just killing time scrolling through their motherfucking phone. They ain't worried about nothing. She ain't worried about none of that. She got other shit going on, man.
That goes without saying. I don't believe. I said that 1,000 times already. I don't believe that he has cheated. I've said that. I don't know why you want me to say it again.
But yeah, but she has to back up her claim, but you don't have to back up yours. Of course, there's a flip side to each coin.
No, it's not. He was always in America. We go innocent until proven guilty. We don't automatically convict based off of the court of public
criminal crimes, not actually.
Court of public opinion is what
okay, let's say that it could be true.
It's
let's
not
say
true.
it is
I
true.
don't think it's a big deal.
I do one mic. Wait, y'all, let her talk. Oh my God.
I don't know, man. Unless y'all fucking on LeBron or something, I don't know what the issue is.
Exactly.
Unless y'all bust it down for a real one, then what the fuck is we talking about?
Right.
Yeah, she was outside the room when it happened.
Face ass.
Well, Savannah doesn't care. So if it did happen, I just feel like that's sad.
Yeah, if my
because,
man
like,
was worth
that's a
almost $1
beautiful
billion.
Well, so Jess, if that's the case, right? If
I can't hear you.
Savannah doesn't care and they have that agreement, is it considered cheating if they already have that agreement?
If they have an agreement, no.
This is a classic case. This is a classic case of even when we celebrate.
But do we know? Can we confirm if they have an agreement?
Even when we celebrating a great couple.
Can you confirm he cheated?
And even when we celebrating a great couple,
they cheated. Yeah.
They're always.
So she's saying that she can confirm. So she's saying that she can confirm that he cheated. Okay, so why bring the information up if you can confirm it? Why didn't you say it? Why didn't you say it?
Always going to tear you down.
Okay.
Didn't I say that earlier?
To Jess's point, can you confirm they don't have an agreement, Jess?
That's the point. You can't
Wait,
confirm.
hold on.
Right.
Wait, Jess, can you confirm they don't have an agreement?
Uh-oh.
No, I cannot.
Okay, so if you don't know if they have agreement, let's say hypothetically, you know somebody that's close with them, and then he dips off into the white pond. You don't know if they have an agreement, so you don't know if they're actually cheating in their eyes, right?
Uh-oh.
I can call a spade on it.
You can concede.
And I can say you're making a valid point there. I'm not.
I've heard speculations regarding LeBron. I'm not even a LeBron fan, honestly. I don't even get down with LeBron. I'm Michael Jordan, Kobe. But if nothing has really came out about LeBron publicly, like Kobe, that we know of, I'm not going to tarnish that man because what he's doing. But then when it comes out, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I don't feel like saying he cheated is tarnishing him though.
It is because he has that.
I feel like that's.
I ain't got time for these goofy ass hoes, man. This shit's stupid. This shit's crazy as hell. I ain't got time. Nope. I sure don't. Because that's what happens when you become great. When you become great, everybody finds something. They find a reason to throw smut on your name. That's why you gotta get security. Get them the fuck up out of here. Because they just be talking. They trying to, because their life is so fucked up. Because shit ain't going right in their fucking life. They just feel as if they gotta say something to try to put somebody else down to try to make themselves feel better. Whether it's true or not, it don't matter. That don't take nothing away from LeBron James. Takes nothing away from how great of a father he is, great of a husband he is, great of a player he is. That takes nothing. At the end of the day, that nigga's still a billionaire. At the end of the day, don't matter. Y'all act like all and mind you, see, you know what? I was just about to do the same thing that I was going in your head for. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Not even gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say is that if you see somebody doing great, don't try to diminish it or don't try to water it down by trying to put smut on people's name, dog. Because it ain't doing shit for you. and you don't know what you're putting out there, it could be a lie. Again, still don't believe you because you ain't showed no proof. You ain't said nothing to defend what you're saying. You just out here saying that, yeah, it's true and I can prove it. Well, you ain't proved nothing. You ain't said nothing. So ain't nobody finna believe your little head ass. So, but yeah, bro. But yeah, that it is what it is, dog. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. This was a good show tonight. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, link is scrolling. Well, you can. That's my tag for my Cash App, but also the link is in the description, also pinned in the comments as well. And until next time, hey, make sure y'all come back Saturday. Share this shit with all y'all people, everybody you know. Make sure you share with people because we're trying to get the 1K subscribers so we can get this thing monetized, so we can get real active in here, get these super chats going. You feel me? So until Saturday, I'll see y'all good people. I'll holla, dog.